Hello, everyone, and welcome to Dot to Dot. And today we're going to continue on with some of the astounding connections that have been brought forward by my teammate and friend, Oliver Schmidt in France, who has the channel Oak Island Research. And, I want to get on this subject as I think everybody who watches my videos and comments on them, because I'll tell you right now, this has been a long journey for me. I mean, not too long, but going on probably a little over a year and a half. And there's been a lot of evolving and a lot of discovery and understanding about the documents, the Rochefoucauld documents, especially this one right here. And, during this journey, I should say, there's a couple of comments that stood out that actually helped me progress in this. One of them was somebody when I was dealing with the Fred Nolan data, and I had the stone triangle up there, and somebody had mentioned, it's a little too far to the west. Well, I checked it out and I dug up that 1937 survey and aligned it to Google Earth, and he was right. It was. My positioning of the stone triangle was off to the west. And then there was a guy that came on and made a comment that, you know what? Google Earth is in modern foot units. Wouldn't they be using a different standard unit of feet back in those days? And you know what? That was revolutionary. So it was from comments from subscribers and viewers that have also helped this progress. And when I was looking at this map here at the time, I was going through all the words trying to prove that it was per 1937 and having to do with the young lion of Talmont and everything like that, which may possibly be. But then there's this French guy that came in and was challenging me on the words and all that. And he really got into looking at this map and studying these words. And he looked at it and looked at it and he said, it just looks like some English drunk guy wrote this in French. There's just so many mistakes. And after looking at it more and more, he started to see some things. And this is the original map that he had sent me, when he realized that French words in here were not actually mistakes of a drunk Englishman, but they were actually clues to a encoded message that was trying to tell you something. And boy, what a journey that has been. And Oliver was that subscriber and that viewer that got involved, and he's done amazing things. He has helped me to look at this map at a different way. And this is really a big turning point in this theory. As you all have seen before in my last videos, with the distances coming forth, and then all the very subtle indications of geometry that come out of this, and also the location of the 522, 45, 522 with the compass rose here. But today we're going to talk about what Oliver has made the next connection with, and that is with this. And this is a schematic from a book called The Scrolls of Antiara. And this is basically, the connection is, we're saying this is Oak Island. There's the finger. Here's the finger blood tunnel system part they've talked about in the show. This is obviously what they call the money pit, which actually really is just a service shaft, probably to build this intricate hydraulic system. And if you notice, there's here A, B, C. You don't see it on here, but D is way up at the top of this valve. E, F, and G, the opening. And in my last video, I explained somewhat about this hydraulic system on how it works. We'll go to, now this is all speculative right here, because we don't really know where these tunnels are going, but here's the finger trap system. It's coming in, and then it goes to the valve, which is the 45522, which is called La Hump in the translation of the La Formula. And then we have the vault, goes into the vault and raises the vault up when you open this valve. And when you open this valve, water goes out and the vault comes down to where you can enter. So the blue is it closed, where the vault is closed. And then when you shut the valve and shut La Hump and open the valve, the water gets diverted out this way and the vault is emptied. The vault floating mechanism is emptied and you can enter the vault. So basically that's it. I chose this map for one reason, because it sort of shows maybe that there is warm water coming out here all the time from underground because of this ice melt. But this, again, is just a speculation. It's not necessarily fact. So the next thing I wanted to dive into was this is the French and this is the English. And one of the things that we realized, and Oliver being the French speaker, is the translation of this is very difficult. And we think that the best way, because of these two words, terrier, which means to fill in, and this one means to dig or to burrow. And this is the translation that we feel that it's saying. Stop, do not dig in. Dig at 40 feet. This is very much a indicator of what we're going to see next. And it can really tell us why this is phrased this way. Dig at 40 at a 45-degree angle. So we're assuming, just like I've showed before, is we're digging down to 40 feet and then at a 45-degree angle. Now, one of the things that's really astounding to this is this that Oliver from Oak Island Research has put together, and he allowed me to show this to you. If you haven't watched this video on full, I suggest you go to Oak Island Research channel. I'll leave a link in the descriptions and you can watch the presentation in its entirety. He does a really good job. But the main thing about this is this story, or not story, but account that was written in 1870, which is the closest account to the event, which was in 1795, of the history of County of Lunenburg. And this is a blow by blow of what from the time that they cleared the brush to digging the hole and what they encountered on the way down. And the main point I want to bring up to you on this is that at 40 feet, they found a charcoal layer. Why? Why would you put in a charcoal layer? What, are you going to filter the water and drink it? That's the only thing I can think of. But charcoal is not the only thing I can think of, but it's charcoal is a non-degradable kind of material. So if you put this in here, you have no worries of it degrading. It is degraded already, and it's something that you will notice. It's like a black line at the level of 40 feet. So does that ring a bell? It's basically saying to stop at 40 feet. And this right here in itself is telling to the authenticity of Le Formula and its translation. I don't see how you can get around it, but this is an indication of where you should dig. Start digging at a 45-degree angle. And then once you do that, you're going to enter into this shaft and go to La Hump and close the valve. I know I've said this all before, but I really want to drive this home as something that is not just fanciful and made up. It is based on history, at least the 40-foot charcoal part. Now you can say I'm making an assumption or a speculation about why it's there. Well, yeah, perhaps you can say that, but it's not a unreasonable assumption. It was put there to tell whoever was digging in the know that you better stop and start digging at 45 degrees. So the other thing is I want to show you is this, the G stone. Look at this very carefully and notice, I don't know what this blue stuff is around it. Maybe it's so we can see what was engraved, but it was too light. I'm not sure, but you notice there's an opening right here. I mean, guys, come on. Is this really? I mean, I don't know. I would have to find out more about what this stone actually looks like and if there was really an opening to this, because to get into this vault, you go A, which I assume is to dig down 40 feet, and then at a 45-degree angle, you enter the corridor, which is B. Then you close valve C, which is La Humpe. Then D, which is way up here, you open this valve. E, you open the trap door. F, you let the cover off and the water goes out of the system to lower the vault enough to where you get to G, like the G stone. Get to G and you enter the vault. I don't know. Does this sort of look like the G stone? Are they the same thing? I don't know. Maybe they were leaving us a clue. Anyway, we will be progressing on. I know we sort of hit this over the head a couple of times, but I think it's important to understand that that schematic, this schematic here from the scrolls of Antiara, have a significant role on understanding what is on Oak Island and how to get into it. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate your comments, even the ones that are challenging. I like them. So say what you will in the comment section, as long as it's not vulgar or anything that's not within the rules of YouTube. So thank you very much. And I think of us as a team. Talk to you later.